Can you imagine winning an Oscar while you're still in school? I don't know about you, but that wasn't the things on my list. But for one New York College grad student, it did happen. Luke Metheny put a little film together. It was called The God of Love, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Dear God, whose name I do not know, I pray to you in a time of personal crisis. As you know, I've been praying for your assistance in winning the affections of one Kelly Moran.
Luke Metheny knows a thing or two about filmmaking. He's a graduate of the prestigious NYU film program. But Luke left school with more than just a diploma. He's walking away with an Oscar nomination for Best Live Action Short called God of Love.
This is my NYU graduate film thesis at New York University, so I guess graduate requirements was basically how technically I'd started, and then I had a couple of years to work on the script, during my time at school, and I knew I wanted to do kind of a Cupid story, and it just took a long time to figure out sort of the right way to get into the story.
Ray, once and for all, I will never accept or return the affections of Kelly Moran, okay? You're my best friend. Your friendship means everything to me. Then what's the problem?
I did my best to kind of weave in themes of maybe unrequited love and romantic delusion that I have plenty of experience with in my own life, as does pretty much everyone watching, you know.
The story is about a love-struck lounge-singing dart player.
I'd love to rest my head on somebody's shoulder. I hate to grow older.
I knew there was going to be something with a like a love triangle. I think this, guy's in love with the girl's in love with the best friend. People can identify with that kind of like tension. I was trying to think of this Cupid's arrow notion, so I came up with darts instead of like arrows. Then I just concocted this strange hybrid of a lounge singer, darts throwing novelty act, and then kind of the jazz world look of the film and the score all kind of emanated from that.
Luke does his own singing, and he also has a great voice, although he'll never admit it.
That is me singing. It's the product of my composer Sasha Gordon's careful snipping together of maybe about 25 takes.
It's truly a gem. The film in black and white has a real feeling of nostalgia.
Even at the low-budget indie level, people try to reach beyond, their means or try to, cast up a little bit. And now with Luke really, he stood by all of his friends and his classmates and brought out the best work possible in them.
Luke is working on a new feature film.
My feature script is a comedy called Ron Quixote, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But it's going to be funny.
As for that little golden statue,
it's like the best school trip ever.
Thanks again. This is Raymond Goodfellow of Brooklyn, originally from Wilmington, Delaware.
that is amazing. Well, the best school trip ever turned to a road to gold, literally. Luke Metheny and Ryan Silbert are both here, and they've got a little guy next to them named Oscar. We're going to take a look at him in just a second here, but you won the Academy Award for Best Live Action Short. Good to have you both here. Welcome to Better.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's talk about Oscar. Can we?
Right.
I've never actually touched the Oscar. You got long arms. I'm glad you're able to reach him. Wow, look at that. Can I?
It's heavier than you think.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, it is heavy.
How heavy would you say that is?
Well, see you later. Bye. No, I'm kidding. This is about, it feels like it's about 8, 9 pounds.
Oh, that's exactly right. 8.5 pounds. Oh. See, I was always like, this is probably 20 or 30 pounds.
Really?
Which means I'm a weakling because...
No, I haven't been to the gym in a long time. This is fantastic. Can you get a picture real quick? Hey, hold on. I never get a chance to hold Oscar. How's it look?
Yeah.
You look a lot better holding this, though. Let's hand it back over to the rightful owner. What did it feel like when you were up there on stage, you heard your name being called? That must have been surreal.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like 30 years ago at this point, so much has happened since then. I'm going to put this down.
Okay, give him a rest, right?
Sure.
It feels like it was a long time ago?
Yeah, I mean, a lot's happened since then, or just, I basically heard from every single person I've ever met, and, it's just a lot of attention. I made this joke about my haircut when I made the speech, and, people on the streets say, don't cut your hair, man, or
you left it alone,
or
right?
Get a haircut. Everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah, you said something like, if I had known I would win, I would cut my hair, or something like that.
I was like,
right?
I should have gotten a haircut.
Should have gotten a haircut. Yeah. How about you, Ryan? You guys have been friends for a couple of years now, right?
Yeah, and I got a haircut, and I think that was actually a mistake on my part, because then they countered me in an article with him, so I think that was kind of awkward.
You got the haircut.
I'd rather not be in paper about that.
You got a chance to go to some of the most fabulous parties. There's the Vanity Fair party, there's the Governor's Ball, only the Oscar winners get to go to that. So what did it feel like to be in the company of such big names and movie royalty?
I mean, it's incredibly strange. you know, sometimes you'll see a celebrity somewhere and then you don't want to make the celebrity feel uncomfortable and you won't make eye contact or to seem like a stalker or anything like that. But in this case, a lot of the celebrities recognized me from the telecast. So right at the beginning at the Governor's Ball, we got there, and then Josh Brolin comes up to us. He had actually seen the movie. He like watched it on iTunes or something.
How crazy was that to have some of that reaction?
No, well, I mean, it just took off from there. I mean, I guess the big one was Tom Hanks, like later at the Vanity Fair party.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Okay, now on top of all that, the film was not accepted at the Sundance Film Festival. So are you turning around looking at them going, na 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 na, I got an Oscar?
Absolutely not. I think Sundance is a great American institution. I hope to make a film someday that they will.
Good answer. Very good answer. And what did you, you're talking about the new feature-length film that you have coming out. I can't even begin to pronounce the name. Ron?
Oh, Ron Quixote?
Ron Quixote, okay.
Yeah, it's like Don Quixote, but kind of the comic version
I'll
of it.
screw it all up.
I'm still actually kind of finishing up the script now. So to say it's coming out is maybe like one step ahead from where we are right now. But yeah, no, after this, I'm actually going to the library to start working on it.
Wow. So are the two of you going to be working on a lot of projects together because of this now? Or?
Well, I mean, that's what's great about film school is you're starting your careers all together. So, I mean, you keep finding each other in different phases of your life down the road. So I think that's part of why.
Right. And we all help each other out on different projects. You know, Ryan's got plenty of other fish to fry in his slate of films. He's a very busy guy.
Very calm demeanor you have over there. They're very producer-like, very focused. I like that. Thank you both for being here. Congratulations to you as well. And good to have you here on Better. If you have not had a chance to see God of Love, it's a must-see. It's a lot of fun. Where can people see the movie?
You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on my website.
Perfect. Good to have you both here. Thank you so much.